Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here this rainy evening up here in Joburg. Those of you around the country, I hope you've had some sunshine. We haven't seen the sun for months now, eh? Feels like for months, doesn't it? The whole of yesterday and the whole of today it's rained, very unlike our Highveld weather. But thank you for coming through on this Thursday evening, almost in the middle of December. We're on the 5th of December already. 2019 has vanished before my very eyes, and we will be starting the third decade of the 21st century in less than 30 days' time. That's quite something to absorb. I remember the year 2000. Remember Y2K? The world was going to end? Do you remember that? And then in 2017, the world was going to end again. There was some red planet that was going to strike. We are still here. We are still here. My mother tells me that her grandmother used to tell her that at school they were telling her that the world was going to end. So if anybody tells you the world's going to end, we really have a lot of evidence to just laugh at them. And I'm glad to have you here with us, though, this evening, alive and kicking at DuePoint. We're going to spend 45 minutes chatting about what we do here at DuePoint. And hopefully we'll give you some information that will really quite dramatically change your month of December, this last one of 2019. Before we get going, though, let me just tell you, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It's important. It's important why? Because first of all, we're a homegrown South African company. This hasn't come from overseas. We haven't got any of that fancy stuff that we see on WhatsApps and Facebooks that kind of blow in from all over the world. Nope, this is homegrown South African. Not only that, is Constantia's been around now for 68 years. It was first founded in 1952. It's not new. And neither is DuePoint. DuePoint is a division at Constantia, has been around now for nearly half a decade. So you might not have heard of us before, but that's not our fault, that's your fault. Now you do know about us, and we have a long history in the South African financial services space. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we're a public listed company, so you can find us on the JSE under Conduit Capital, and we are a licensed life and short-term insurance company. You're not dealing with a UMA or an intermediary or brokerage or any of that. We're none of those things. We are one of the 14 licensed insurance companies in South Africa today. Now, I say that to you because from probably a couple of days ago, the first time whoever it was connected you to DuePoint, you immediately started having visions of what this evening was going to be like. You imagined walking out of here with boxes of goodies, am I right? You thought, I'm going to go to one of these things and I'm going to walk out, I'm going to have a box of cleaning agents or pills or milkshakes or groceries. Yeah, no, that's not what this evening is about at all. You might have also thought, oh, it's one of those things again where they're going to promise me riches and fortunes and then they're going to take my money. Well, it's not going to be one of those evenings either. Ladies and gentlemen, we are, as I said, a proper licensed, listed and public insurance company. And about 5 years ago, as I said, we started this division. And we started it with a serious objective, one that would save our company and one that we hoped would go beyond that and save the economy. We were watching our customers in the South African circumstance, and we were watching how they were starting to crumple under the economic conditions that we live in South Africa. Back then, no one would have used the words crisis. No one. Everyone had their heads in the sand, including my own peers, and they said, no, we'll be fine. South Africa always pulls it out the hat. Well, about 6 weeks ago, if you guys have been following the news, our president got up, stood in front of the journalists and said, South Africa is in an economic financial crisis. You can watch that on YouTube. Now, if the president says that, well, then I think we do need to all admit that we're in economic crisis. And we actually know it. As individuals in South Africa, you know that you have not been able to improve your income for decades. This is what the economists tell us. They tell us that for the last 2 decades at least, we have been getting poorer as a nation every year. You can't increase your earnings. You physically can't. I've had salespeople come in here and say, no, but I can sell more and I'll make more money. Yeah, but you're not selling more. In an economy that is recessive and broken like ours, you are selling less every year. I had an interesting conversation with the owner of Bentley just a couple of days ago, and he said something very interesting to me because, you know, Bentley and Lamborghini and Ferrari have been booming over the last 2 decades with all of the Gupta's money, shall we call it that, flowing through the economy. There's been a lot of individuals buying them, and you see them on Saturdays. You stand here on William Nicol Main Road, you stand at the intersection. All of us can barely afford to pay our electricity, but there come all the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris and the Bentleys. And he said to me, Brendan, you won't believe how our sales are drying up. Now that's a particularly bad sign. If that segment of our economy is no longer buying, well then, there is little hope for all of us. It's a very frightening reality. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, your expenditure has been out of control over the last 2 decades, increasing every month, even if you've changed nothing. Even if you don't buy more or spend more, we've been very frivolous in making sure that your budget is tight, your expenses has been increasing every year for the last 2 decades. By more than what we're being advertised about. We've been told it's about 6% per annum. We know that it's actually closer to 20 to 25% per annum that our costs go up. Why? Because we've had a weakening rand, we have had scores of petrol price increases, and we've had increases in tax every year since 1994. Every year there's been an increase in tax. I know they sell it to you like it's a decrease in tax, but it never is. Every year taxes have gone up, and this means that we have no control. And as I say, half a decade ago, we already started to see our customers crumbling under the weight of that. And we needed a solution. Not one that comes in from overseas that doesn't know our economy, not one that's going to make us sell goodies. No, we needed a proper, permanent, life-changing economic solution for South Africans. And that's what we built. We built what we call the DuePoint system. It's not going to ask you to sell anything. It's not going to ask you to present anything. And it's not going to ask you to carry stuff around in your car. It is using 21st century technology, and it asks you to do one thing, just connect South Africans to us through that technology. If you're able to do that, well then you give us the ability to reach more people, expand our market share. By doing that, we're able to increase our revenue. If we're able to increase our revenue, then we are able to create wealth for you, not cash. South Africans always want cash. Put it in my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, how long does cash last in your hands? Not very long. It's Thursday evening. I think it'll be gone by Saturday morning. Okay, it doesn't matter how much I put in your hands. Cash does not create wealth. Wealth is circumstance changing, recurring income. Recurring income means income that is there every single month. Your salary is not a recurring income. Because if you stop going to your job next month, are they going to pay you? No. Therefore, it is not a recurring income. What we wanted to create was proper recurring income. That is derived by income that is there no matter what your circumstances are in any given month. You might be on holiday, as many people are going now in December, which means if you're in the sales and commission business, taking a holiday means no income. Okay, we didn't want that. Okay, where you might be lying in hospital somewhere, unable to work, your income must flow in. That is what we created through our system. It is proper freedom. It is proper wealth. We built it off of the back of our financial services products. We are an insurance company. Insurance products run on automatic debit order systems. Automatic debit orders are raised every month, no matter what you're doing, and that means that every month we're able to bring your recurring income into your bank account. Folks, we built the system in South Africa. We know what all of your concerns are. We know what all your stigmas are. You had them listed before you came here tonight. I could see it on some of your faces as you walked in the door. What's the number one thing that we say to people who want to give us something that doesn't look, smell, and taste like a job? What's the response? You said it to the person as they introduced you. You said, I'm sorry, I'm very busy. I don't have time. Am I right? You would have seen there's a wonderful article today in the Business Time, go and dig it up, where they have now statistically proven that South Africans work more hours than any other nation on earth. Now, isn't that interesting? I always thought the Asians worked longer hours than us, but no, we do now officially work more hours than any other nation on earth on average. Anyone getting rich during that process? No. So why are you too busy? Why don't you have time for something that will actually change your economic circumstances? But we know this, so we don't fight it. There's no point trying to fight culture. As South Africans, our natural response is, I'm too busy. So we built a system that takes that and all of your other concerns and circumstances into account. Excuse me. It is a system that is based on technology that gives you leverage. It allows you to leverage the little time you have. It allows you to leverage your busyness. It allows you to leverage the fact that you don't know lots of people, that you're not a salesperson, that you stop me when I hit one that's yours, okay? It leverages all of those things, and it creates a tool and gives you a tool that creates income 24 hours a day, even as you sleep. This is not speculative income, ladies and gentlemen. It's not gambling. It's not crypto. It's not forex. That is speculative income. It might be completely legitimate, but you are gambling. You are hoping for a result. That's not what this is. So you're not selling goodies and you're not speculating. In ours, it's a simple input-output system. Whatever you put in, you will get out. It's in your hands what you do with this system. Folks, we built into the system protections. One of the protections you get is a free legal access service. Our legal access service costs you nothing. You get it for being a wealth engineer. That legal access service gives you a lawyer at the end of your phone, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, anywhere in the country. South Africans don't have protections. When things hit them, disasters strike them, they are real disasters. This is one of the things that always blows me away. People say, oh, insurance is a grudge purchase. Only to the ignorant. Insurance is a grudge purchase only to the ignorant. When you have a car accident and you've lost your car, that is a disaster. A couple $100,000 a month to insure it means that there is no disaster. It is exactly the same with legal cover. No one needs a lawyer until they need a lawyer. And right now, you get that for free just by being a wealth engineer with us. We build protections in because we're building wealth, and wealth is more than just cash. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, by simply being a product owner here at DuePoint, at no additional cost, you get the full use of our system, our offices, our staff, our technology, our training, everything that is DuePoint, you get at no additional cost. No cost for the use of our system. So everywhere else you've gone, you've had to buy the starter kit, you've had to buy the training, you've had to buy the application forms, you've had to pay monthly admin fees. No, none of that. You pay nothing for the DuePoint system. It is a tool that creates wealth. It does not put you into a loss position first where you have to dig yourself out. This is nothing like you have seen before. Nothing. It is not like the presentation you thought you were coming to this evening. Tonight, and I speak particularly to the gentlemen, this is not a financial decision. You can make this decision without your spouse. Okay? You don't have to go home and say, wait, I need to go and talk to my wife. She will be proud of you for having made a good decision that didn't cost any money tonight. All right? That is what you're doing with us here this evening. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, it is something that everybody can use. You're not selling. So you're not brokers. And you need to remember that. You are not selling. You don't sell our products. We are not in the business of selling insurance products at DuePoint. If you'd like those, you can go up the road to our head office at Constantia. They sell insurance products. What do we do at DuePoint? We create wealth. And therefore, your conversation with everybody is a creation of wealth conversation. You're not selling, which means that you can have any level of education, any level of experience. All you need to know how to do is tap your phone. By doing that, you connect people to us, and by doing that, you build an asset, a real asset. Real assets create income for you even when you can't work on them. That's exactly what our channel does. Real assets can be priced and sold. Your channel can be priced and sold. You can realize the future value of your channel in a present value sale right now. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, assets outlive you. Here at DuePoint, when you pass away, your channel and the income that you earned and enjoyed during your life will automatically be transferred to your children, and your children will now have an asset that they can build on further and can continue to enjoy the benefits and fruits of your labor during your generation. In South Africa today, and this is not a marketing statement, there are no other intergenerational wealth creation tools. If anybody can ever find one for me and it doesn't cost me 100 million rand to get involved, then please come and tell me. But in all the years that I've been doing this, no one has been able to come to me and say, no, Brendan, there's this other thing that makes money and then you can hand it over to your children. You know you can't hand your job over to your children. That's not an asset. When you die, it goes to someone else. I would argue that even small and medium-sized businesses these days are not assets, not in a recessive economy. Not in one where it is slowly slipping. Here, you have the only intergenerational wealth tool. How much does it cost you to use this tool? Nothing. Nothing. But you've got it this evening in your hands. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it as simple as possible. Everybody in South Africa can do this. Everybody. As long as you know how to, tap your smartphone, you're able to connect people to us. As you start that process of connecting people to us, people will get to see what you're seeing. across the nation. You do not need to come to our studio to be able to connect people to DuePoint. This is a business that's done via our technology. There are way more people watching than there are in this room as they connect people around the nation. These individuals will go out and connect others and so on until your platform of distribution has been formed. We come along then as the insurance company, not you, we as the insurance company, and we then facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel. And your wealth is born without selling and without presenting. We then distribute this wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel, every month that those products are paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel those payments were made. It's a simple process. You're going to go out, you're going to connect a few of your friends. Some will take products, they will pay for them, and you will get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55. R55 for every product every month that it is paid. Now this gives you leverage. It gives you control again. These individuals might take multiple products. We have a suite of products that's ever growing here at DuePoint. And as they take extra products, you get multiples of the R55. So what you've done is you've connected an individual, which has taken a bit of energy, but not much. You've connected that individual to us, and you do not need to return to them to create a stream of income that is potentially an increasing stream of income per individual that you connect to us. Is there anything in the country today that can give you that leverage for that little amount of work? People tell me, Brendan, this is so hard. I speak to people and they say no. I go, really, how hard is your job right now? The one you go to every day. Do they not get angry when you arrive late or leave early? Yes, so they chain you to that desk, boy, and they whip you all day long. And then they give you a 3% or 4% or 6% increase at the end of the year. That's hard. Hard is not a few people saying, oh, I think it's something that it's not. No thanks. That's not hard. We've got 57 million people to work through in this country. Just go to the next person. Go to the next person. Just keep connecting. And every successful connection is potentially an increasing amount of income that requires no further maintenance from you at all. These individuals are going to go out and connect a few of their friends. When they do and take products and pay for them, again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55 again. In this example, you've been here for 5 minutes and you're earning R1,000 a month. That's R12,000 a year. It's a handful of connections. Look at how much effort that took to get up to R12,000 a year. Now, we get people of all types. We get the people who come in here and say, oh, I'm earning R150,000 a month, I don't need this. Well, actually, you do. In the next 10 years, if things carry on the way they are, you too will be unemployed. And you have got the next 10 years to replace that income. This system will build any level of wealth. Any level of wealth. Don't think you're earning more than this system can give you. This system was specifically designed to be the economic solution in South Africa, which means it cannot cap your earnings. And therefore, we do not cut you off at any point in the growth of your channel. The more time and the more energy you spend on building your channel, the more income you can create. There's no ceiling. It all comes down to two ingredients. We call them time and numbers. Your willingness to connect people to us over time. Yes, but I don't have time. Well, you're going to have to change that because what you're spending your time on is making you poorer. That's a factual statement, ladies and gentlemen. It is making you poorer. As a result, you need to take an hour a week, take 2 hours a week, and connect people to us and do it over time. Not months, years with us. If you're able to do that, well, then we can change everything about your economic circumstances and we can change them permanently. Now, we use a very simple example to demonstrate the power of the leverage of this tool here. It's just an example. We base it off of actual data, people that have come before you. Remember, we've been doing this for half a decade already. So this is not fun with Excel. This is what others have done before you. Your experience might not look like this. I'm hoping it'll be a lot better. But we make it very conservative for you because we know you're busy. We know you don't know anyone. We know you're not a salesperson. The wrong personality for this, all of those things, okay? We know that. So we make the example simple. We call it 3 plus 2. And what it says is in your first month with us, all we want you to do is connect 3 people to us. 3 paid people. That's it. And then every month thereafter, plus 2 paid people. That's it. 2 people. 1 every 15 days. Remember, you're not selling, you're not presenting, you're not carrying stock around. All you need to do is tap your phone. So we need you to tap your phone twice every month. Do you think you can do that? I think you can. I mean, we've got tens of thousands of individuals that are already doing it. I'm assuming you can tap your phone. If you can do that, well, then this example's for you, okay? It says, based on our data and all of our calculations, that if you put 3 in and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 for 6 months, you should be on around 2,500 Rand a month. Do you see how different this presentation is from every other one you've been to? By the time you get to 6 months in all the other presentations, you've got a yacht in the Mediterranean. Lamborghini at home, you're earning 1 million Rand a month. I've seen them. Even today, I saw a WhatsApp that said 3 months and you'll be a millionaire. Anybody here know anyone who became a millionaire in 3 months? No. It is impossible, except for the guy who won the lottery and within 90 days he was poor again. Okay? That's the only guy you know. No one gets rich quickly. But you know what South Africans like? And if you listen to Power FM about 3 weeks ago, there were people on Power FM saying these words. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what they basically said. Just promise me I'll be rich. Don't ask for me to work and don't ask for me to wait. If you give me the promise that I'll be rich, you can have my money. I paraphrase. Go look it up. It was on Power FM. They were talking about pyramid and Ponzi schemes. There were people that called in and said, we're not going to do legitimate stuff because you earn too slowly. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, if you are concerned that you're not going to be rich in the next 90 days with DuePoint, can I put your concerns at ease? You are not going to be rich in the next 90 days with DuePoint. All right. What are the 2 ingredients at DuePoint? Time and numbers. You are not putting the numbers in when you are doing 2 a month. You're not. 2 a month is for somebody who has no time, doesn't know anyone, not a salesperson, all that. That's what the 2 a month is for. The rest of you can put in any amount you like. Go and look at our reports every month. Everybody, they're public. You see them. I call them Movers and Shakers report. Our top guys will do 70 people in a month. That's 2 a day. It's 2 connections a day. It's actually not that crazy. It's really not that crazy. But that's what the top guys will do. So you're not that guy. That's fine. All you can do is 2. And after 6 months, you're on 30,000 Rand a year of extra income with us. And all you've been doing is connecting 2 people. 2 paid people every single month. Do it for another 6 months. So you've done it for a year. It's this time next year. You're coming up on Christmas. We generally pay around the middle of the month, 17th to the 20th. We put money in your account, and you have engineered for yourself an increase of about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's not too bad. You've only been connecting 2 people a month, and you are now, after 1 year of doing that, on average, on about 120,000 Rand a year. As the middle of December rolls by, you get your salary somewhere at the beginning of the month, normally, and around the 17th, we put 10,000 Rand in your bank account. That's next year. That's next year for people who don't stop after 2 weeks or 2 months or 20 people, but they keep going until they reach December. And all of a sudden, Christmas is very, very different. But what if you do it for another year after that? Well, those that have already done it before you say that on average, you should be then on about 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. That's 360,000 Rand a year. You've done it in 2 years. SARS, the tax man, tells me that only 1/3 of taxpayers earn more than 30,000 Rand a month. That means that you come into the top third of earners in the country after 2 years of being with us. These are serious facts that you need to start absorbing. You too busy to do this? You've really got to be asking yourself that question. What about 3 years? If you do it for 3 years, you're up to about 40,000 to 45,000 Rand a month. You do it for 4 years, you're up to about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you can do it for half a decade, that's not 5 minutes, guys. It's 5 years. That's not, I've been here for 5 months and I'm only earning 500 Rand a month. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. How long did we ask you to be here for? 5 years. If you've been here for 5 years, on average, you should be expecting to earn somewhere between 80 and 100,000 a month. That's R1 million a year. In 60 months, we can change your future permanently. In 60 months, not 6. Okay, in 60. Put that time in with us. You're not going to quit your job to do this. You're going to do this on the side for 60 months, but you're going to do it seriously because this is the only thing that's changing your circumstances. Your job is just maintaining things. All right, this is the one changing. Do it seriously for 5 years, and you're on R1 million a year. Most of you have worked more than 5 years in your careers, haven't you? Some 20, 25, full. What did you say, 40, 45 years? Anyone here get to 80K, 100K a month in 5 years? Maybe one of you, maybe none of you. It is for, according to SARS, the top 0.5% of earners in the country. You have that tool and you have that capability. It's not a system issue. You don't have to go, I don't think the system works. No, it's done already. It's done already and beyond. The system is not in question. Dewpoint is no longer debatable. We've already had that. Only those that don't know Dewpoint want to debate it. Everybody who knows Dewpoint, stop debating it. The system has been proven to work thousands of times over. It's now whether you're willing to change what you do and become part of this tool, part of the change. That's what's got to sink in with you tonight. We show you people that have done it. We always talk about those that use this tool. When they pick the tool up, they put it in the incubator, and then a couple of years later, they start using it. There's many, many examples of that at Dewpoint. People come in here, they get a little excited on the evening, pick the tool up, and they go, oh, no, I should have stuck to my job. And then 2 years later, everything they heard at this presentation, I've been doing this for years, came true. And they went, I've just wasted 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, when I could have been using this tool. So we had Peter and Rena up with us. They've been with us for 3.5 years. They were on stage. They said that's exactly what they did. Picked up the tool, did nothing for 2 years. Life was ahead of them. They had things happening in their life. 2 years down, they went, what are we doing? What are we doing? We could be building. In the last year or so, they built a channel that's now worth 96,000 Rand a year to them. And in fact, Peter was telling me his income now is increasing by $1,000 a month. It's nothing like every month getting $1,000 increase. You know, still full-time employed. They don't do this, sit here all day, full-time employed. But on the side, they're creating 1,000 Rand a month increase. Not the millions you see in the WhatsApp and the Facebook that never come to fruition. Real, in your bank, cash every single month is what they're creating. Those of you coming up on retirement, what would it be like to not have a pension that's slowly dwindling, but to have a pension that grows by 1,000 Rand a month? What would that be like? Well, you know what it requires? 2 things, time and numbers. You eliminate any one of those from the formula, and it does not equal wealth in any format, let alone the Dewpoint format. Those are the 2 things you have to put in. Then we had Philip Faree. He's been with us for 9 months. 9 months is nothing. We deal in years here at Dewpoint, not months. We really do. If you've been here 9 months, you say, Brendan, I've been here for 9 months, nothing's happening. I go, you haven't been here at all. We work in years. You're still on naught. We'll call you 1 when you've done a year with us. He's been here for 9 months, nothing. But he's been very serious about changing his circumstances. Very, very serious. Dewpoint has become his #1 priority. He has other things he does, ladies and gentlemen, but he understands that they can no longer be the #1 priority. They cannot, because they are not making change in his life. Picked this up, started doing it. 9 months down, he's got a channel worth 20,000 Rand a month. 9 months. Remember, after 6, you're only meant to be on 2,500 Rand a month. And if you cry that you're only on 2,500 Rand a month, I'll say to you, no, you're on track. Stop crying, keep going. 20,000. What does 250,000 Rand a year do for your circumstances? See, if I put 250,000 Rands worth of cash in your hands, your circumstances wouldn't change. You'd go out, you'd blow the cash, and you'd be back to normal. But when we're putting in 20 grand a month into your account, now you start making wiser decisions. You get a house, you get a car, you start paying off debts. That's what starts happening. And in 9 months, Philip is starting to feel that now in his life. There are numerous individuals that we've had on the stage over the last 5 years. They're a small sample of people that are building wealth around the country. Go to YouTube. Everything's public at Dewpoint. Go to YouTube, click on our Dewpoint channel, search it, and you will find Wealth Engineers Tell All. And there are numerous testimonies there, going all the way back, years back, that you can watch about people building and earning wealth of every level at Dewpoint. Don't think you're earning more than the people at Dewpoint. There's people that are earning more than you, I promise you. It's just about whether you're willing to put the years in and the work in. And all you're having to do is connect people. That's available for you. Go and watch it. The second way we create wealth for you in the Dewpoint system is through our XP Rewards training program. Our training program is there to help you. We're going to teach you how to do this. We're going to teach you how to create sustainable wealth. We're going to teach you about the economy you live in that you don't know about. Even the leaders in our country don't understand economics or how our economy works. We'll teach you so that you will become properly equipped to create life-changing wealth. As you do the training and participate through the program, we give you XP points, experience points, that accumulate, that don't go away. You can't lose your experience. And as they accumulate and your channel grows, we start to rank you up in the training program. Like everything at DuePoint, you don't pay. This is all part of being a wealth engineer. You get the program, okay? As you rank up, we start to reward you. We know you need cash, so we give you cash. The cash starts increasing as you rank up. And then we start to reward you with all sorts of things that will accelerate the growth of your channel with us here at DuePoint. At rank 5, we give you a professional toolkit. It's got everything you need in it to get people connecting to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you an imported set of business cards. Costs us 20,000 Rand at the moment, but it's a guess because the dollar is always changing, and these are imported business cards, gold leafed, custom made for you. Not gold inked, gold leaf. Go and take a look at them. There's some in the cabinet. Take your sunglasses, go and have a look. When you give people gold leaf business cards, suddenly we don't look like all those other things. Suddenly we look very real. You get that with your name and your details on at rank 7. At rank 9, for those of you who've gone the distance and have achieved the channel size and XP required to go rank 9 and maintain that channel size. That's all. You don't have to keep growing it every year. Just maintain it. Every year for the rest of your life, we'll take you away. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid with your family. We haven't done this like once before. We've done this year after year after year. And in fact, in 2 days' time, the rank 9s and above are coming away with us again. As we head off to Latouz Rock in Mauritius. We go to a different location every year. This year's Latouz Rock. Go and look it up. Go and look up Latouz Rock if you haven't heard it. Go and look it up. 5-star deluxe business class, all expenses paid with their families. Today on Facebook, we showed you a bunch of them picking up their travel wallets with their transfers from their house and back to their house afterwards. You have never seen anything like DuePoint. And we've been doing this for years, guys. That's right, and their families. We've been doing this for years. I don't have to show you those silly things I get on WhatsApp and on my Facebook page. I don't have to. Fake pictures of bikini-clad models in the Mediterranean that have been lifted off the internet. No. What we do is we show you those that have come before you and who have proven the tool works. We show you husbands and wives bringing their spouses with them to different locations around the world. We show you them with their children and the life and experiences they give their children. I saw today one of our rank 9s, in fact, it was rank 12, said, don't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Look at how differently my children live compared to everybody else's because I put the time in. And as a result, going rank 9 means that your December holidays every year look a little bit like this. 2 days, 2 more sleeps. And we're out of here, off to Latu's Rock again. The growing group of rank 9s. Every year there's new rank 9s. And we say in every presentation, who's coming with us next? Who's going to make that decision and put the time in? How quickly to rank 9? You'll decide. You'll decide. You can get there in a few months or you can get there in a few years. We've had people do both of those. It's a decision you make. How much of a priority do you make DuePoint? Many people make the mistake of thinking DuePoint's just some little thing they're going to do. No, DuePoint is the only thing that you're going to do. It's the thing that will take precedence over everything. I tease the guys on Saturday mornings. I say your kid's soccer and your daughter's ballet. It's not as important as this on a Saturday morning. It's not, because this is what will pay for your kid's soccer and your kid's ballet and your kid's first car and your kid's wedding. This is what, not what you're doing right now, because what you're doing right now, you're panicking about how you're going to pay for your kid's university, their first car, their wedding. That panic is in your minds already. So you need to lift this as a priority in your list of priorities. And then this becomes a reality, not once, every year, potentially for the rest of your life. In rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded and it's not financed from us. It's not rented from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car in your name. Just 2 weeks ago, we had a wealth engineer go rank 11, and they got their own, and for the first time in their lives, brand new car. Go to YouTube and you'll find them all there. You are not the first through this process. You are tens of thousands down, but it doesn't matter where you are in the process. This is your tool. You'll decide what you do with it. Now, folks, that's 11 of 28 mapped ranks. We've only shown you the first third tonight. Otherwise, we'd be here all night long. You can only imagine what's in the second 2/3 for those that put their heads down and spend not the next 5 years with us, but the next 25 years with us in building wealth. Every ounce of the wealth we create here is built off of the back of our financial services products, just like I said at the beginning. We have at the moment 5 that you can choose from. Our first is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account, and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. The second product that we have is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. Everybody can be covered by us here at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Cover. Starts at 299 Rand, but you've got a whole host of options from that point forward. 20 grand's worth of funeral cover, 30 grand's worth of funeral cover, 5, 10 family members extra on the plan, and you as the principal policyholder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. That means that not only do we cover your funeral when you die, but we will settle 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt as well. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard insurance product. This gives you, for 249 Rand a month, gives you 250,000 Rands worth of legal expenses insurance cover for every case that you're in. We believe that this is one of the most comprehensive and finest legal insurance products in the country today. The scope of benefits it gives you so long, I can't go through all of it in the presentation. You need to go and look it all up. It's all of the legal stuff that you would normally expect, with debt counseling, trauma counseling, witness protection, all sorts of stuff. Now, folks, what's the difference between this and our legal access product that you get for free? Well, the legal access service gives you a lawyer at the end of your phone. This product puts the lawyer in the room with you. In the room. You now have a lawyer anywhere in the nation, 24 hours a day, in the room with you. Our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. For $2.99 a month, you get access to all of our corporate suppliers. We haven't been around for 5 minutes, like I explained to you. We have suppliers coming to us all the time with their services, their products, their discounts, their vouchers, their VIP services, their all sorts of things that you get all get access to as a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club. This means you can now start decreasing your expenditure. Do you remember that one thing you couldn't control? This product allows you to start controlling that. We've just recently added 2 more suppliers to this product for you. So go and take a look on our website and see everybody that's in there. Every one of our products has a full review video. Comprehensive. It tells you every benefit, every term, and every condition of all of these products. They range between 6 and 20 minutes long. Go and watch them, and then even if you can't read, you know why we believe these are the best products in the market in their categories, and you understand what they do and don't do for you. Go and watch those videos. Understand what you are purchasing here at DuePoint. Folks, we wrap our entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. It's there to build wealth with you from day one. It's there to ensure that in your very first month with us, you could be earning more than 5,000 Rand. Now that's amazing. Remember I told you it's going to take you 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand. Well, we can get you to over 5 grand in your first month with us with the Achiever Quest. What does it say? It says put 10 people in, or 20, or 30 in any calendar month. Make sure they pay in the same month, and we will boost your returns and your rewards. This is extra by 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. This quest runs every single month. It means that if you achieve it every month, like we have lots of wealth engineers that do, you can get 60 grand a year, 120 grand a year, 180 grand a year, in addition to those returns and rewards that I showed you earlier tonight. In every way, we have laid this out on the table, publicly, from a company that's been around for decades, that is listed, that is a multi-billion rand insurance company. It is here. It's not a promise. It's not a hope. It's been delivered already to everybody that has used the tool. Are you ready to start using the tool? Or are you going to let others take what's on the table as you walk past? This is a very important decision you have to make tonight. It is. I'm not joking. We're not marketing. This is a factual presentation. What are you doing at the moment that seems more important than this? And is it changing your circumstances or granting you security into the future? These are the questions you've got to be asking yourself. Now, for the month of December, we've doubled up those Rand values just for this month as our Christmas special here at DuePoint. So if you're able to put 10 people in this month and get them paid by the end of December, you won't get 5 grand. In the middle of January, we'll put 10 grand in your bank account. If you do 20, it's 20 grand. If it's 30, it's 30 grand. It's 1,000 Rand a person this month. It's 1,000 Rand a person this month. I want you to think about that. Does it matter how many people say no to you over December if just one yes equals $1,000? One yes equals $1,000. Can you handle the rejection? What about if you did 1 connection a day this month? That's 30 people. That's a 30 grand check in the middle of January. Very important decisions about what you're going to be doing over December need to be made. Are you going to be lying down, going, woe is me? How bad is the country? Oh, they've turned the electricity off again. Never going to survive. Going to get retrenched this year? Or are you going to be on your feet getting out there to the 57 million South Africans who are arguably saying that this December, and on your feet, get them connected in that by the time you hit January, your 2020 is looking very different than it was before this presentation this evening. Those are decisions you're going to have to make tonight. Everything you need to know about us is public, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing hidden. I always laugh at people who think this is a pyramid scheme. Folks, there are 9 regulators that look after us. Look at how old and haggard I look. I'm actually only 21. It is because we have 9 regulators that I look like this. Okay? 9 regulators, one of which is the Joburg Stock Exchange, because we are listed there. You can find us on their website under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website. You'll find all of our financials there. Because we're public, our financials are there. Go and look. When I say we're a multi-billion rand company, I mean it. Go and look. Go see our directors, our BEE status, whatever you need to know is public here at DuePoint. Nothing hidden. You know where our offices are. You know where our staff are. We have a client service team you can call in Monday to Friday, just about every day of the year. We're open through December and January as well. You don't have that for anything else you've ever been to before. Here you have it. Walk in and see our offices around the country as Constantia. Go to the regulator's website, FSCA. That's the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. You will find our life licenses, our short-term licenses, and our FSP licenses there. Not one, multiple licenses there on their website. You know who you're dealing with. It's now a decision to become a wealth engineer. To become a wealth engineer, you've got to do 4 quick things for me. Firstly, you've got to sign up. Website, dewpoint.net. Go read the pages, watch the videos, and fill out the form. Once you've filled out the form, less than 3 minutes, you are a wealth engineer, and not a single cent has departed your pockets. And tonight, you can start connecting individuals to us. Then you need our technology. Download it. It's our app. We're going to put it on your phone. It's free. Go to the stores and download it from there. Get it on your phone. Now, you don't know how to use our app, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one thing that people fight me on. They don't want to do the training. My dad, as I've said in many presentations, tells me I need to change the word training, but I refuse because I'm stubborn that way. as South Africans, we need to do training. And we have some videos. Open the app, click Tools. As you click Tools, the Getting Started section opens. There's 4 or 5 videos. You can watch them before bed tonight. Watch those videos. Now you know how to do the only thing we're ever going to ask you to do, which is connect South Africans to us. Once you've connected 3, you start earning. 3 connections, and you start earning. You can do it by the end of tomorrow. And every person after that you connect in is potentially a growing stream of recurring income for yourself. Get out there and do these 4 things, and don't tell us it's hard, because it's not nearly as hard as what you have to do on a daily basis anyway. Just keep connecting people to us. Everything you need is online. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. You'll find every video we've ever made there. That's how public we are. 5 years of videos. More than 1 million views already our channel has had. You're going, where the hell was I? DuePoint's been around, more than 1 million views. We have one of the largest viewed channels in the country that you didn't even know existed. Okay, well tonight go and subscribe there. You'll be able to watch all of our live broadcasts Tuesday through Saturdays. You can go onto our Facebook page. We produce content for you there every day for your social media, and you can get all of our podcasts, the important stuff's put into podcasts so that it doesn't take your data if you struggle with data. We have an online store where you can buy all of our tools from, which is important over December. Why? Because our offices are closing. Now, when I say our offices, Jane kills me every time I say it. Our offices aren't closing. I'm closing. The live presentations are ceasing tomorrow. Rob will be doing the last one at 12:15 tomorrow. After that, how do you connect people to us? Through YouTube. Oh, that costs too much data. Excellent. Then buy our USB stick. Okay. I don't make money on a 150 Rand USB stick, I can assure you. The USB stick has got our introduction presentations, training, testimonies, and other tools that you can use. If you buy it online, we'll have it delivered to you, and it's at a 12% discount for December. That means you get it for 150 Rand. Get it. Those of you who are here tonight, you can buy it at the counter, and that means that you don't have to use YouTube to connect people to us over December. You can just plug the stick into your TV or computer at home, and you're connecting people without the use of data. Okay? These are useful tools for you. Let's go back quickly. We start again live presentations on Tuesday the 7th. I'll be live at 6:30, Tuesday the 7th of January. Put it in your diary, start planning. December and January, our offices are open. They are open. You can come through here. The facilities are available for you. Our client service team will be answering calls throughout December and January, just not on public holidays and weekends, obviously, which means don't come here this Saturday. There will be no one here on Saturday. There really won't be. I think the cleaners are in on Saturday, so you're not going to find anyone. So make sure you start using our channel, YouTube channel, and that from Saturday morning. Alrighty, fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. As we enter into December of 2019, we have an opportunity before us, one that we believe is the only one in South Africa today, the only economically viable and sustainable wealth creation tool in the country for the average South African. You have just seen it, and it is yours, and the use of it is at no cost. Simply become a product owner at DuePoint, and you now have a tool that can change everything about your future. Nothing weird has to happen. Husbands, you don't have to be worried about your spouses. This is good news for you. The decisions are going to be more about what you do with your time in December and how differently you change in 2020. As we start the 3rd decade of the 21st century, is it going to be the same as the last 2? Or is it going to be the beginning of something new? Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in 2020. Have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Goodbye.